Everyone knows that the Game Boy changed handheld gaming forever, bringing it into the mainstream. So now I want to see if Game Boy games still hold up today.
All the power and excitement of Nintendo right in the palm of your hand.
Starting us off, The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. Now, this is actually the last game I recorded, but I'm putting it first because it's just so good. This is my favorite Game Boy game of all time besides Pokemon Red. Right off the bat, the music dazzles you with that feeling of otherworldly adventure that a good RPG should. I know when I play a fantasy game, a big part of that is forgetting the real world, and this game does that so well. And for a Game Boy game, it's really crazy. You start off found by some townfolk who give you your shield, and then you make your way to the shore, where you eventually find your sword. And this moment is so great in my opinion. The music just really does it for me. We follow our little green pro tag through the village that has shops, libraries, fishing, and more. Fun fact, Chain Chomps and Yoshi are in this game, which I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've ever appeared. The atmosphere of the island is so nice in my opinion. It really gives off starting adventurer vibes. I was so engrossed I ended up playing this more than any of the other games. The characters are fun, and the puzzles are challenging. Being able to fit all this on a Game Boy game is so impressive. The combat is responsive and feels great. Personally, I'm a huge fan of this kind of chibi early RPG style. They're my favorite besides the Game Boy Advanced ones, which I think are perfect. I think the way the devs have to find a way to make everyone look unique with the limited amount of power at the time is so cool. Honestly, the early Zelda games are some of my favorites, and while I'm not the biggest Zelda fan in the world, I'm definitely a fan nonetheless. I really enjoy older RPGs in general, just the vibe they get off, but the earlier Zelda games take the cake. I mean, look at this chicken. This is peak, dude. Even just walking around is fun, which usually isn't for me. My dopamine receptors are cooked. In reality, all I'm trying to say is definitely give this one a shot. I'd even recommend non-gamers to play this if they're interested in getting into games, even despite the game's age. I mean, a lot of people probably started off with Zelda when it released anyway. This game is most definitely worth playing. Super Mario Land. This game is actually surprisingly fun, and the art style is really charming. The Goombas are so freaking cute. The game feels responsive and smooth, although I am playing on an emulator, so that can contribute a little bit. My only really gripe that I have with it is that the end sequence when you finish a level is crazy long, but I think that's kind of a preferable thing. Some cool fun facts about Mario Land, or Super Mario Land, is that this is Princess Daisy's debut, and she's been in a whole lot of games since. Now I'm showing you the boss fight, the final boss, with Tatanga. This is actually more in the style of a shoot-'em-up game, which is really cool that Super Mario Land does that, and it's kind of one of the only Mario games that did that at the time. The fight is fun, just a little slow, and kind of easy, but that's okay. I mean, this game is made for children, and the limitations they had were pretty great. But overall, I think Super Mario Land is definitely worth your time in a playthrough, especially considering that the game is only about an hour long. Okay, next up we got Contra Alien Invasion. Now, right off the bat, this game is hard, like really hard. Now, I don't know if I just suck at these types of games or something, but I died multiple times as you can see. I even tried to do the Konami code. Now, I will say that it is pretty fun. Games being hard does not make them less enjoyable for me. I mean, I've clocked over probably 700 hours in Elden Ring. The music is fine, a little lacking compared to the games like Super Mario Land, and the graphics are actually decent. Cool little fun fact about this game, it was actually called Protector, and the humans were swapped for robots due to concerns in the EU. So, for Contra Alien Invasion, it's good, but it doesn't really hold up. Now we're on to my favorite game so far, Kirby Dream Land 2. This game is great in my opinion. Kirby looks so much more expressive and cuter, and the controls feel so good. The music is amazing, and most importantly, you can ride this hamster guy. The first boss fight is really enjoyable, but not that difficult, but it is a Kirby game, so I mean, what did you really expect here? The power-ups feel fun and responsive, and the level design and art style leave little to be desired. I mean, one small thing, I'm literally picking for scraps here, is that when Kirby's in the air, he's kind of hard to control, but again, that's small. Honestly, besides Pokemon Red, this might be my favorite Game Boy game. This game actually goes into color way more than others too, which is nice. Another thing is that there's over 21 animal power-ups, and the final battle is insane. I highly recommend playing it yourself. So in my opinion, Kirby's Dream Land 2 is better than most modern games. Okay, now we got the Amazing Spider-Man. Or not, that is not my goat. But anyway, this game is kind of mid. I'll be honest, the controls are clunky and I could barely figure out how to web swing or shoot my webs. The music is mid at best. I'd go as far to say that it's even bad. The graphics are, I mean, the boss fight was pretty fun, at least. It was pretty satisfying catching him. Overall, definitely not worth it. Well, that's all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It took me a little while, so thank you.